How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday night. We are working in the garage, getting some stuff knocked out. I'm getting this cylinder, or this deck all cleaned up really good. Slightly scotch brighten it by hand. Getting all the old gasket material off, get it ready for that new head. Should be here in a couple days. I had to order it. I'll have to go pick that up. Bailey's kind of doing pretty much the same exact thing on his. He's got his all cleaned up. And we got to, he's pulling his tap cover off, getting it all cleaned up. And his head did get back today. I'll flip it over for you guys and show you the O-rings. But there it is. Got all new freeze plugs, everything like that. All that stuff's good to go. I'll show you guys the 6.7 head over here. You can see, starting right there, there's a crack. There's a crack. There's another crack. There's another crack. There's another crack. Then there's another crack. So half the cylinders have crack in between the valves. So this head's pretty much junk. I mean, I'm taking it that way. I know sometimes they can go in and repair these cracks, but when the machine shop won't do it, it means it's time to get a new head. I got the new bed put on this truck. It's a 2011 Dodge Ram. The old bed was all banged up, but the customer was able to get a nice silver bed ready to go, put on it. Very, very nice. So it's just sitting on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything bolted down. I gotta drill a couple new holes for the U-bolts and get all the bed bolts put in and wire up the tail lights and filler neck, tailgate. A little bit of work to do on it. Might try to knock some of that out tonight. But really, I'm just trying to get this deck as clean as I can, so that way whenever I get my head in, I can just stick it on and go. The injectors are also done. They should be here. I should have those tomorrow. The injectors, I just went ahead and had them all tested while they were out, and several of them were way off. So they'll be all fresh, you know, balanced, ready to go. Customer will know what they have. We are doing ARP 2000 head studs in it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what we're doing to this. So just waiting on parts for now, but Bailey's still, like I said, working on that. Here you guys can see the O-rings. They're just glued in. That should be everything it needs to hold up for the boost he's throwing at it. You can actually see where this head's been repaired before. Right there. I guess they drill a hole in it and push a dowel in it. Tapping on that one right there. Okay guys, we're changing the turbo drain on this truck. The one that's on, it's all messed up. I'll show you that in a second. But you basically just pull it out of that little hole right there in the side of the block, and that's where the oil drains back off from the turbo. I'll show you the old one compared to the new one. Here's the old drain. It's really flimsy and it was leaking obviously. And then we have our new drain. You just bend it to fit. So I'll go ahead and get that stuck down in there and put some oil on that and shove it down in there and kind of get it bent up, so that way it's going to be how it needs to be. Okay guys, we got that stuck in there. kind of how it's gonna be. I mean, I'm sure I'll have to tweak it a little bit and bend it some more, but that's the nice thing about it, it's bendable. So got that in there. You can see the downpipe in there, or the piece of the downpipe that I cut, and I have a beauty clamp because it was all welded. It's welded to like a resonator right there by the transmission, and I got a beauty clamp for it. So I'm just going to be able to make it so that way they can remove it if they need to, rather than welding it back. So that'll be a nice little finishing touch for the next guy, which hopefully that's me. But yeah, this is pretty much as far as I'm going to get on this thing. I don't know how much more. I'm going to do some more cleaning up here. Still a lot to clean. Get this nice and prepped, ready to go. Haley's over here drilling holes in my workbench and making a little thing to mount manifolds. So that way you can take your turbo. I don't know really what it's for, but ow, that hurt. Dang, turboed workbench. Okay guys, now we are sticking the filler T back on the truck. Here's the old one right here. Well, the only one we had. So we're gonna stick it back on. It just slides into those pieces of rubber hose right there, and it takes 2 hose clamps. Then you sneak it up into the fuel door and put these little Torx bits. There's 4 Torx bits that hold it in. And then there's a ground wire you gotta hook up. It grounds out to the filler neck. And then I got all the bed bolts in. There's 8 bed bolts on these, 2 in the front on each side, and then 2 in the back on each side. That holds the bed on. All right, that's what the filler neck is gonna look like installed. Ground hooked up. For some reason, this filler neck in this truck, the way it was designed, it had rivets in the filler neck had rivets in it, and the one that came out of the old bed had these Torx head screws. So I had to cut all the rivets off and put these Torx screws on it. You can see it. So I don't know why they were like that, but I just cut them off and pulled the rivets out and put those on. So now I need to move to the back and hook the taillight wiring up and put the bumper on, and then I have to, like I said, drill new holes for the U-bolts, because they're in a different, I don't know if it was a different brand gooseneck that this bed was originally installed on. Luckily the hole was perfect, so that was nice. But just moving along. All right, we're gonna bust these tail lights out, and well, that sounded bad. We're gonna take these tail lights out, and there's just 2 little Torx bits. I don't know what size they are. I think they're probably a T20 or T25. So we'll take these out, and then we'll run our wiring up into the tail lights, put the bed on, or put the bulbs in.